Hey YouTube, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If this is the first time of viewing me, like ever setting your eyes on me, I would like you to click on that subscribe button. Let's make this channel popular and click on the bell sign so you would be notified anytime I upload a new video. I'm sure you guys already know what you want to watch and you've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail. If you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. So it's just all about the Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari issues, wedding thing that's been going up in the internet. So I decided to bring it up for you guys to see. So it's a story about the president purportedly taking the second wife, a female cabinet member, to boot, why his wife furious outburst hints at deeper issues. The plot was supplied by Nigerians' vibrant social media and was aided by Mrs Buhari cryptic comments. The setting is Nigeria's presidential villa Aso. So what's all about this wedding? September 30th, 2019, the wedding at the center, like the wedding story at the center of the story that was largely played out on social media involves President Muhammadu Buhari and one of his female cabinet ministers, Sadia Farouq. So that was the lady in person that social media carried, that our Nigerian president Muhammadu Buhari wants to get married to. So what I know is that President Muhammadu Buhari is married to Aisha Buhari and has not said anything about taking a new wife. So that is what I know. But Miss Farouq has not said anything either about the purported marriage that's been going up everywhere online. It could easily have been dismissed as fake news and left at that. But for a comment from Mrs Buhari, this is what she said. She has been out of the country for 2 months with a stop in the UK for a medical checkup. Her return was taken by those following the story as a sign that she had come back to defend her territory. Her response when asked at the airport about the wedding did little to extinguish rumors that the president was taking another wife. In an interview with BBC Hausa, the First Lady offered confirmation, albeit in a very cryptic way, that they had indeed plans for President Buhari to take a second wife by referring to a promise of marriage. She also said that the purported bride-to-be was disappointed the marriage hadn't taken place. So, this is something that usually happens in Nigeria. It can happen. Sometimes maybe a friend to a friend would say, okay, I'm going to give my daughter in hand in marriage to you as a gift or something, blah, blah, blah. It can happen. So it is possible that this rumor is true, but it might not be anything serious. It's possible. We never can tell. But they haven't actually said anything about the rumor. So Mrs. Buhari said the person that promised her marriage didn't know it wasn't going to happen. She believed to be Miss Farouq didn't deny the marriage until the day passed. So she spoke entirely in Hausa, mentioning her words and mentioning no names. So she was careful in the words she was using, and she didn't really mention anybody's name. But it was clear that the interview that Mrs. Buhari was upset. She was really upset about the whole thing. It's normal. If it was to be me, I'm still gonna be upset about the whole thing. It's not it's not nice to hear that your husband will want to take a second wife. She was upset that Miss Farouq hasn't publicly denied rumors of the marriage. Though unofficial, the position of the First Lady brings consideration influence in Nigeria. Though unofficial, the position of the First Lady brings considerably influence in Nigeria. To further complement matters, the minister's Twitter account denied commenting on the rumors, rebutting claims made by fake accounts in her name that had actually denied the story. The minister's account tweeted, "It has come to my attention that a fake Twitter account at Sadia Farouq has been created in my name. I wish to inform my followers and well-meaning Nigerians to disregard the handle and any information posted on it. My official Twitter handle remains Sadia Farouq." So that is it about that. And for you guys who doesn't know Sadia Farouq, she's a 45-year-old lady. She's one of the younger minister in Mr. Buhari's cabinet and head the newly created Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development. Little was known of her before she was appointed by Mr. Buhari in August to lead the newly created ministry. The ministry's creation and her appointment came as a surprise to many, but those who know her says she has she's been a staunch supporter to the president for decades. She was the head she was head of the country's National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and International Displaced Person (IDPS), and was a member of the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) Presidential Campaign Council, where she was in charge of election planning and monitoring field operation and fundraising. So, was there a wedding? The answer is no. The wedding was supposed to have been planned last Friday, like one of those Friday, 11th of October, but the Twitter account of Sadia Farouq showed she was far away in the Swiss city of Geneva from Thursday, leading Nigerians delegation at the meeting of the United Nations Refugee Agency. She did not return to Nigeria until Tuesday, based on what she posted on the same account. But that didn't deter Nigerian social media users, especially on Twitter. Like, people were really tweeting this, talking about the marriage and all the stuff. It's so painful that I can't put those or display some of those pictures. But should in case, if I can, you're going to be seeing some of the pictures of people who tweeted about President Muhammadu Buhari's wedding. And we now know custody of the BBC Hausa interview, courtesy of the BBC Hausa interview, that a viral video that calculated on social media of Aisha Buhari in an angry outburst was genuine. She confirmed the authenticity of the video, which was recorded by a relative of the president who lives in Farouq sometime in 2018. So, what I have to say about this is I don't think this is not real, and it might be real because sometimes people from within can know what is about to happen and decide to talk about it, but maybe they are not ready to do this whole thing. But people just decided to, when you're close to someone, like you get information from them, and I don't know why the person want to do this. It's possible because Hausa people, not just Hausa people, Nigerian people who are still having that old mentality or something, they usually do something like, oh, this is my friend's son, I want my daughter to marry him. Don't worry, I promise you, when my daughter grow up, I'm going to marry him to you. When my son grows up, he's going to be marrying your daughter. They do those kind of a thing a lot. So it is possible, maybe in one way or the other, maybe they have promised the lady that she's going to be married to President Muhammadu Buhari, Mr. Buhari, but which is not coming up, So maybe somebody is just trying to, I don't know what's really happening, but I just decided to pass the news across to you guys for you guys to know what is happening. There's actually no wedding. No wedding actually happened. And you might be seeing in the thumbnail, that is the invitation. The invitation letter that was circulated all over Twitter of when the wedding is going to be taking place, where the wedding is going to be taking place and all that. But no wedding actually took place. So that is all for today's news. I'm going to see you guys in my next one. If you're not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe. If you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for coming. And don't forget to on that notification bell so you're not going to miss any upload. I'm going to see you guys in my next one. Ciao.